What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here and welcome back to This Is the Police. Freeburg mail truck is missing. Nursing home gets cable TV. Girl sets house fire to watch firefighters. It's a bit strange. Okay, so City Hall hates me and Mafia like me a little bit. Still no word on the police station. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Amazing. I still don't know what the fuck I did wrong to the Mafia that they moaned at last time. Today some relatives have come to visit. They're from another country. We've never met them before. Can I have the day off? No, you can meet them after your shift. Too tired, don't care. I really don't care. I mean, your energy is fucking depleted completely, so yeah, you can go home. You've been drinking, not you. Come on. You're one of my best. I don't want to have to fire you. You give me a second reason to fire you now. God damn it. If any of you know what I did to wrong the Mafia in the last episode, please let me know in the comments, because I've got no idea. Please be advised that we're unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. We're cutting the department's budget. Again, really? Come on. Please be informed that one of your employees has filed a complaint against you. We're gathering information and familiarising ourselves with the circumstances of the case. Yeah, that'll be because I've been selling shit to the Mafia too much. They don't want to give me a raise because I've been doing a shit job. Okay. I'll just take all of that then. Fuck the staff. Factory worker Vitaly Simontsov quarrelled with the head of the plant and attacked him. Colleagues called the police but are afraid to intervene because Samsonov is as strong as an ox. He took us all by surprise. About 24 Amish men chased everyone out of the city dump and blocked all access. The Amish community claims that the land belongs to them and as evidence they're presenting a handwritten document. An eyewitness reports that they're not behaving very peaceably, but there are hardly any weapons aside from a few pitchforks. Bring him in. Vitaly is holding the plant manager over a vat of milk. The manager is crying and kicking his feet, and then he's wet his pants. It's just milk, man, don't piss yourself. Yeah, so I can't have anyone investigate my officers to find out who the rat is. That's not very good. Pretty sure that was an option before all the war stuff started happening. So I think Sans people would have helped me with that. We've received numerous calls from visitors at the local zoo who saw a drunken zoo employee open the cheetah cage. Dangerous cats are running amok and have started to attack people. That's fantastic news. Noise complaint's gonna have to wait a second. I'm guessing the cheetah got contained, I don't know. The caretaker at the cemetery reported strange sounds coming from the crypt. I'm afraid it's the dead finally coming back. These are dark days. Or it's just a bunch of teenagers messing around. Because the dead don't come to life. A man wearing a ski mask has entered the LifeWire consumer electronics store. He pulled out a gun and demanded all of the money and the most expensive toaster. The store security guard was fast on his feet and managed to knock the gun out of the robber's hands, but then he grabbed a sales assistant by the throat and is threatening to strangle her unless his demands are met. The door to the vault opens and there is a rustling down in the darkness. Shine a flashlight down there. Two homeless men jumped out of the darkness. They're carrying a shovel and some jewellery. It seems they don't want to give up their plunder so easily, so it's just a bunch of hobos grave robbing. Okay, use the taser. Oh shit. How does that happen? Explain that one to me.
511 in progress.
A gang stormed the casino and went straight for the utility room. The eyewitness who called the police said he heard gunshots, and the gang members started carrying out some boxes. A man in a ski mask is in the middle of the store, holding a girl by her throat, yelling at employees. The man releases the girl and tries to run, then enters a room with a bunch of refrigerators and disappears. He's hiding in one of them then. I was going to just open them all, but I think he might have jumped them, so... Just make your demand first. Oh, more guns. The owner of our grocery saw a car drive onto the sidewalk and knock over a girl who was playing with her roller skates. Then the bastard stopped and waited a second, then backed up over the child again. I've heard that's how the Chinese do it back home, but we're rarely going to let them get away with it out here. No, we're not. I'm gonna bust this bastard. Jesus Christ, two at the same time. A man with a strong Spanish accent saw a dozen people are being held against their will in a basement of a cafe. The hostess of the cafe seeks out needy immigrants, gains their trust, and promises a mountain of gold, then imprisons them, makes them work around the clock for stale food. According to the man who called, he was one of the slaves, but he managed to escape. The woman also has 5 armed guards who regularly beat up the least productive workers. Amazing. Frank Zucker reports that a young blonde in a short red dress approached him in the bar and offered to go to bed with him for cash. I've never laid with a whore. Can you believe this bitch? She's gotta make money somehow. Mr. Boyd, you have prepared the corpses I asked for. How many did he want? Because I mean, I've technically got 2 now. By accident. But let's say yes. Oh wait, no, I can't say yes. I can only say no. So I guess he wanted 3, not 2. So no, Mr. Crazy Man, I don't have your shit. Right, let's send those 2 on that one. And hope my other guys get back in time for the imprisonment one.
1312 in progress.
Just in time. Send the paddy wagon as well. 4 police officers entered a nightclub and started arresting people for having fun. They bullied the girls when the guys got angry. They beat them up and humiliated them. One pulled out a gun in a patron's mouth and shouted at others. Another cop knocked out a man's front teeth with the butt of his gun. The club manager has serious doubts that these are even real police officers and suspects that one of his competitors might have sent them to cause trouble. Okay. Well, I can only send 2 people. And they won't even go. Because it's a big case. Great. New frames. Fantastic. Investigation failed. All detectives dead or fired. I don't care. They won't give me the fucking frames. Blonde is Frank Zucker's ex-girlfriend. She'd come to the bar with her friends and Frank saw her and decided to teach her a lesson. Can we arrest Frank for wasting police time then? Because that's an actual crime.
1312.
Nothing I could have done about that one. The police found a secret tunnel into the basement and descended into a very dark and smelly room. A man notices the police, shouts something and quickly disappears inside. The police are taking enemy fire. Okay, we'll get in cover and then return fire.
711.
There we go. I win. Yeah, declared dead. You betrayed me at one point after I liked you a lot. But you're dead now. So bye. You're just a piece of shit and didn't do your work, so fuck off. And you was just unfortunately in the wrong place at the wrong time. End the day.
Mr. Boyd, I am Agent Avrahami, and this is Agent Roberts. You'll have to come with us.
What now? Oh.
Please get dressed, Mr. Boyd. We'll wait for you in the car. Mr. Boyd, did you hear what I said?
You know what? You boys can go to hell. I'm not going anywhere. Not right now, at least. You can come down to the police station during regular hours. You can't just come to my house while I'm sleeping, pull me out of bed without any breakfast. Right now, the only place I'm going is back to bed. I'm closing the door now, and if you...
Jack, what's all this? I told everyone what a great sport you are and how fun it would be to play a little joke on you. Where's your sense of humor gone?
Ethan, it's 5 in the morning. At this hour, the only thing that'll get me laughing is one of you feds slipping on a banana peel.
Well, what'd I tell you? He's such a joker.
You're getting old, Ethan.
You're getting fatter, Jack.
And you're getting boring.
And you're getting fired.
Fine. You win.
But you're still a snappy dresser, Jack. As I'm sure you can guess, we've got an assignment here in Freeburg. Come on, let's go. We'll fill you in at the scene. Oh, and I really am glad to see you, Jack. You have no idea. Meet Jack. And this is Agent Suresh, Agent Kumaro, Agent Ellis, and Agent Dixon.
Jeez, how many men did you bring?
11 people on my team, plus 2 heads, but they're still asleep at the hotel. We got to Freeburg a couple hours ago. Actually, I was asked not to communicate with the local police, at least until the press conference, but, well, you're a friend. And by the way, you're lucky you didn't have time for breakfast. Now, the press are calling him the Dentist. Just like every other fucking maniac, he's got his own stupid nickname. We spent 19 years chasing this guy. The M.O. is always the same. He kills young women in a small town, drops out of sight, and then reappears on the other end of the country with a fresh set of victims. He kills without hesitation, stuns the victim, then strangles her while she's unconscious. And that's when things get fun. He uses a power tool to ream out the dead girl's mouth. For 5 years, we've heard nothing. That's the longest break he's ever taken. Then 6 hours ago, we got a crazy anonymous tip that the dentist was in Freeburg, and he'd already committed his first murder. They even told us the address of the house. Looks like our anonymous tip came from the dentist himself, but that hasn't been verified yet. Oh, Dixon, don't go anywhere. So, Jack, listen. Dixon will take you to the station. You can bring your people up to speed. I'm looking forward to full cooperation, and it would be great if you could bag a criminal like this before you retire. A nice farewell. You know what I'm saying, Jack?
Yeah, a nice farewell.
And Dixon, Mr. Boyd will tell you where to take him. Come on, look alive. You're the police chief's driver today, if that's good enough for you. I'll come around to see you tonight. Buy us some beers, huh? But not that piss you normally drink. That stuff gives me wicked heartburn.
Some friends of mine asked me to help out at an animal shelter. They're badly short-staffed. Can I have the day off? No, I'm short-staffed. While I was climbing up the stairs, I started feeling a little dizzy. Can I have the day off? No. Need all the staff I can have. Please be informed that the employee complaint against you has been passed along to the prosecutor for further investigation. Great. We are concerned about the low effectiveness rates in Freeburg's finest, especially authorised inspectors have been invited to visit the department. Yay, they're back again. $163. I'm taking that. Okay, let's put all these on shift B because I need a lot more for shift B. Okay, serial murder. 21-year-old Alison Bell, City Hall intern, was brutally murdered at her apartment. And for some reason I have no detectives available. Even though I just hired one. Great. So I guess while the inspector's here I'm gonna have to be on best behaviour as I can. An obese man found himself stuck in an elevator, but when people attempted to help him out, he lashed out and began to strangle one of them. This is the third time I'm late for work. It's all because of you and this fucking elevator. An elderly concierge reports that he saw an angry girl through the window attacking someone's car with a baseball bat, yelling, "Get out, you painted wretch. Come on, I know you can hear me. I will kill you myself." Sounds like a lovely girl. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Jesus. Hello, Jack. I suspect you don't like the dentist nickname any more than I do, but let's just say that's who I am. And get down to business. Take a good look at the postcard I sent you. It points to a place where I hid something. Follow the clues and keep on the trail. Let's just say there's a reason I'm giving you a chance to catch me. But don't dare share this clue with any feds or the trail will go cold. I promise you. And hurry, if you don't figure it out in the right place, in the next 24 hours, I'll destroy all the evidence and walk away. Let's keep it. Oh, Jesus. Chief, you've gotten yourself into a dangerous game, and you can't win without any evidence on the dentist. You hold your hand a key. What happened to the victims? Look closely at the image on the card. It will help you figure out where the evidence is hidden. Send your detectives, but don't go blindly guessing. I doubt you have the resources to go to all possible places in time. That's true. Proceed. Jesus. The dentist may have hidden evidence here about the murder of Alison Bell. Yeah, okay. Where's the postcard? How do I actually look at that? Because that'll give me some of the evidence. Mr. Boyd, my attempts to raise the ratings of Justice for All failed and I was let go. But I'm ready to launch a new TV show, this time about the harsh everyday life of an ordinary police officer. For the pilot I need 2 cops. We can ride around with for several hours. We'll go around the city in a police car and record various real life stories. Your officers will be awarded $300 and you'll get a more impressive bonus. This time we do have a real budget. Well, you better have a real budget. Right, you can have Percy and the other guy. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name. Arson. 3 people died in a blaze at the Freiburg Birth Control Union Women's Centre. Still have no detectives to send on that. So, yeah. Right, let's have a look at this thing. Hello Jack, I suspect you don't like the dentist nickname. Okay, so that's just the same message I already read. Along with the picture. I've got no idea where the fuck this is supposed to be. But there's water. So possibly a beach. I don't know. Let's have a look at all the possible places. Holly House Pizza. So 4 pizza places and a residential area. Jack, Officer Vermillion somehow learned about the postcard from the dentist, and he's up in arms that you've been suppressing evidence. He demanded that I take action immediately, or he's taking this directly to the prosecutor's office. I convinced him to sit on it for a couple more days, but we have to do something fast. Okay. I can get him killed. That's something I can do. These officers are needed for official questioning. This will take a few days, during which they're exempt from all duties. Ah, he's one of them and all. He's already ratting me out for something. Prick. Can I set him up though? Chief, thank you for this wonderful help. I think it will make a great TV series. In fact, we ran out of true stories and had to improvise a little, and I think someone blurted out something not very nice about policemen, about you personally, but don't take it to heart. 10 grand, that's not bad. Michael Gibson was only away for his vegetables shop for 2 minutes and someone managed to steal a big cart filled with watermelons. I bought that holder a month ago, bright orange, easy to spot. The thing weighs about 500 pounds, so they can't have gotten far. A bank employee reports that a suspicious man came into the bank. He's obviously trying to cash a forged check. The cashier also says that the man is hiding something under his jacket. Well, there's nothing I can do about that one just yet. Maybe it's actually the Holy House pizza because there's a lot of angels in the picture. And holy, you know. That's as best as I can fucking do. Across the market there's an elderly couple rolling a big glue cart filled with fruit that look like watermelons. Okay. Interrogate them. Around the farmer's market there are 3 carts. One of them is orange, filled with watermelons. 3 women are carrying something over to a small truck. Okay, let's watch someone touch the orange cart because that's the one that has been stolen. There we go. Bill Bugger said that no less than 20 cultists have taken up residence on this farm. They claim that the house and the surrounding acreage belong to them. The Lord has given us unto this land for our suffering. According to Buckler's unwanted guests, some cultists are armed. That's nice. Let's wait for my officers to get back. I can't even send anyone out to the pizza place. So maybe I can do it at some point in the morning on the next day. Because he said 24 hours, so it shouldn't end on this shift. But you never know with this game. I still need to set up something to kill off Vermilion though, because he's a bastard. Trying to set me up. See, if I buy this, I don't know if I can actually set him up right now because he's been taken in for questioning. That's annoying. Because he's going to be in questioning for a few days. And he's also sitting on the other thing for a few days, so... It's only £1 though, so if I can't, it's not too big of a deal. Tomorrow at 10. Yeah, I won't be able to do it because he's exempt from duties, isn't he? So he won't show up tomorrow. Balls. Are you fucking kidding me? You're taking the piss. There was my best officers on this shift as well. Motherfucker. No detectives sent to the crime scene. Of arson, yeah, because I didn't have any. Yeah, declare them all as dead. Fuck's sake.
So I went downstairs figuring I'd find some mercenary or an escaped serial killer or some other lowlife I'd put away, right? But when I hit the lights, I saw a young kid. Couldn't have been 20. Skinny, dirty. Didn't even have a real weapon, just a rusty shiv. He just stood there, didn't say anything. My whole career I've been staring down the most dangerous people in the country, and the only one to get into my house and scare my family to death was just some kid about to crap his pants. And I pointed my gun at him, and he just stood there with his mouth open.
Bad luck for him.
He was pretty lucky to still be alive. And you know what? It was you that saved him.
I think you have me confused with somebody else, Ethan.
No. Listen. All these years, me and Marla joked about how dangerous my job is. We figured that sooner or later someone would sneak into our house and cut us to pieces, yeah? Pretty dark jokes, but innocent enough. And Marla asks me not to jump into gunfights when she kisses me on the cheek before I leave for work. It's like we figured that if we joke about stuff like that, then it'll never actually happen. But, while I trained my gun at the kid's nose, I finally realized someone really can get into our house. Someone really can cut us to pieces. Now that it finally happened, I can't make any more jokes like that. Marla won't laugh anymore. She'll burst into tears and stay in bed all day crying, hating me more and more every second. So I figured the only way out of the situation was to show her that if someone really does dare to break into our house, he's guaranteed to get a bullet in the face. He'll die right there on the living room carpet.
God, Ethan, didn't know you were so bloodthirsty.
I'm telling you, Jack, I was serious about shooting this kid right there where he stood. I was about to pull the trigger. But then I remembered you. Remembered 1,000 years ago, we went to the lake and had some beers after an ethics lecture at the academy. I was all angry with that professor, Laszlo, yeah. Remember what he always told us? Being a good policeman is very simple. You just need to keep doing the right thing. I hated those pretentious speeches. I cussed Laszlo up and down and said, if you always do what's right, you've turned yourself into a robot. And you just sat there, drunk eyes staring into the distance. And you were all calm and said, No, Ethan. It's the other way around. To do the right thing takes everything you got as a human.
I said that. Oh, what an idiot I was.
Come on, Jack. It's not funny. When things get bad, it's those moments you gotta be hopeful and stay human. And I did just like you said. I stayed human. And then I slapped the cuffs on the kid in one quick move. Just like Bobby Flash.
Bobby Flash?
What? You don't remember Evening Freeburg, the old news column? Stories about the cop hero Bobby Flash? Yeah, I heard they even published a book a few years ago.
Oh, that Bobby Flash.
Yeah, that Bobby Flash. How can you not remember Bobby Flash? We all argued at junior high about which one of us would be Bobby Flash when he grows up. Oh, I'm no Bobby Flash. A hero cop would never think about shooting a terrified teenager. But wait a minute. If I'm not Bobby Flash, then maybe you are.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Leave a like if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.
You ain't scared. Yeah. Things that go bump in the night. Me. I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Yeah, hoodoo, bitch. Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Hoodoo, bitch. Stand up. Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight.